Hey everyone, welcome back to Orwell, Ignorance is Strength. We are on day 3 today, but just before that, we're gonna take a look at the summary for what we did the day before. The provocation. With the attention he had gained, Raban Vhart tried to publish a provocation aimed at the Pargesian President Khazart. I guess the one weird thing here is that we don't really know why this is so important, because it's just some guy rambling on and on. But anyway, to stop him, we published a photo of Karen and Illya's affair to distract from the provocation. And because of that, we were able to stop him. And that's pretty much all we got here, so let's move on. Synopsis, Episode 3. You're back again. Just in time. We have need of you. You managed to prevent Raban Vhart's provocation from ever being published? A good effort, and one that bought us time. In order to take advantage of the situation, Prime Minister Blaine has shifted his schedule to fly out to Triflith and meet Khazart to calm down the situation permanently. Raban Vhart might have taken a severe blow, but he is far from giving up. Instead, he fired shots. See for yourself. What now? What now? In his computer? Oh, what's he looking at now? Is President Khazart really a mafia boss? That was yesterday, yeah, I think we've already seen that. Alright. War is inevitable. Whoa, nice cover photo here. They are out to discredit me and bring down the people's voice, what the people's voice stands for, but we are stronger. Hashtag down with the gov. Hashtag this is war. I may have lost this battle, but the war is not over. We will fight back against the traitors, Khazart and Blaine, who own this manipulative government apparatus designed to keep us under control. The government of the nation have dragged my family into this conflict, and I will not let them get away with this. I'm still here, and so is the people's voice, and we are loud. We have a strong group of supporters who are loyal and will help us get back on track. Know thyself, know thy enemy. We will fight back with a completely new people's voice, resonating a kind of strength never before seen. I hereby declare war on the government of the nation, who are trying to enslave their people by manipulating the media. Down with the government! Down with Khazart and Blaine! No, that's like a figure of speech. It's not like he's rallying military troops or anything. Do we have to put in this one to progress? Because this seems really like something that we shouldn't put in. Oh, headlines. Ooh, investigators avert catastrophe at the Circle Mall. That goes back to season 1 when I was able to stop the bombing. Right. Once again, Bonton has become the center of attention due to a terrorist assault, except this time it has emerged unscathed. Due to the efforts of the Special Investigation Unit, the last in a series of 3 previously announced bombings has been averted. The proposed scene of crime was the Circle Mall, the center of Bonton, which was locked down and secured by police forces yesterday evening, right after the investigation team managed to correctly estimate what location the terrorists were aiming at. Catherine Delacroix, Secretary of Security, gave a short conference to representatives of the press. In it, she stated the successful prevention of the bombing attempt to be proof for surveillance and investigative measures to be functional. The search for the perpetrators of these nefarious acts of crime would now be the top priority for investigators who have substantial leads. And that was the whole thing to do with Nina, too. Ooh. Oh. They're still talking. Oh my god. I am so sorry about what happened. I haven't the foggiest notion who posted this bloody picture. It's not your fault. It was me who wanted that picture taken in the first place. God, that was so stupid. I'm really sorry. It's okay, Karen. We wanted this together. What are you up to now? You're not going home, are you? I need to. No, please don't. After this, I'm not sure what he'll do. Ilya, what's the worst that can happen? He would never be violent to me, you know that. And you know that my offer still holds, don't you? Dewhurst is beautiful around this time of year. Oh, moving in with him? Yeah, I got that flyer you sent me. It is beautiful for sure, but I told you, I can't just leave Bonton. Karen doesn't want to leave. She probably wants to leave, but something's stopping her. I've gotta go now. I'm not sure I'll be able to get back to you on here. Keep your head down. Alright, drop me a message in case anything goes wrong. Raban knows anyway. The best of luck to you. Oh, that's the new one. Okay. Whoa, have you noticed how creepy the background track is? It's kinda freaking me out a little bit. Yeah. Oh, okay, he took away everybody. Withdrew contribution rights from other editors on the People's Voice. Is this all the same one, or... Well, I guess Illya is the important one here. Yeah, this is not updated. These three should not be here anymore. Actually, who the hell's Daniel? Oh, Dan. Okay. Dan, Shan, Illya, Raban. Dan, Shan, Illya. Yeah, everybody is gone. Just him. 'Cause he feels like he has no friends. He's still got the article here, so he can still publish it if he wants to. I mean, I guess that's important? Sure. Could it be that our actions caused a bit of trouble among the ranks of the People's Voice? Good. Well, yeah, since one of them is his brother who cheated on him, or well, the wife cheated on him with the brother. Did we not finish reading the headlines? Oh, hey, it's you! The National Opinion, be on watch. Harrison O'Donnell. Yes. Calls on the citizens of the nation to show courage in the face of terror. I feel like we've read this already, back in season 1, but I guess it won't hurt to read it again. So let's get something abundantly clear to begin with. I feel bad. I feel like a fucking moron, and rightly so. In last week's NO article, I blabbered about how some bombs would soon go off in Bonton or Farview. At that time, just to advertise my point of view, I am truly sorry for everyone involved or affected by those terrible events. It never was my intention to ridicule or trivialize the attacks in Bonton. Well, if you've not been living under a rock, and a massive boulder at that, for the last couple of days, you absolutely must have heard that is pretty much exactly what went down. It's far beyond I hate to say it, but I told you so. Thanks to the efforts of our government and the safety bill, the latest attempt has now been prevented. Finally, a kick in the terrorists' butts. Naturally, there are still tons of critical questions. How the hell is this possible to begin with when we have all the CCTV and new safety regulations out there? Why spend so much money for mechanisms that don't protect lives as they should? Why is there still no real suspect in sight, not even to mention in custody? These questions neglect one fact though. People killing asswipes are among us. They are our neighbors. They are like you. They are like me. Mind you, they are most certainly not like me. It's tough for cameras or other automated safety systems to recognize a criminal or a terrorist before he actually commits a crime. They cannot look into houses, and certainly, thankfully, cannot look into the soul of a passerby. We, the people of our great nation, must grow ever more vigilant. We ourselves must stand up for our safety, alongside of high-tech security mechanisms, as those can only work in addition to our perception. Well, yeah, I guess that's why Orwell is operated by a person like me, but at the same time, I'm coloring the system with my perception too. Let's not get intimidated, and not back down due to some shitheads thinking they can spoil our way of life. Report suspicious things going on as soon as you learn about them. It's your duty to the community, but mostly yourself. Loose lips can also sink terrorist ships, figuratively speaking. Oh? Ooh. Is this after he kicked them out, or... Article discussion. I am not afraid of you, and I will not go away. From the bottom, or... No, from the top. Daniel says, Raban, things are getting out of hand with the People's Voice. All of these personal insults against you flying around on Blabber, and your spiteful articles. We're long past the point of no return. We're no longer a group of journalists with thoughtful and considered rhetoric. Instead, the site has become a mouthpiece for an egocentric maniac who declares war against governments. I will not put up with this anymore. I quit. You are such a coward. You always have been. Now that we finally see our influence growing, that is our voice being heard, that change is in the air, you just run off and quit? I should have known that when you signed on that you weren't built to stand this heat. Just another bag of air that chickens out whenever things start getting really interesting. Interesting. That's an interesting choice of words you're using here. Shannon, Seriously, Raban? Insulting our staff? What kind of leader are you? What kind of journalist are you? You have long stopped uncovering the so-called truth. You have turned into a liar and a puppeteer yourself. You are no better than Khazard or Blaine, or the others that you keep criticizing. Count me out. I'm done. I will not put up with this. Grow a backbone, you cowards. Don't worry, I'll take away your contributor status. I don't need you anyway. If you're not willing to go all the way with me, you're against me. You've been in my way for far too long already. Illya actually didn't say anything, but he's kicked out anyway. Oh, is there still more here? Movie released in danger by lawsuit against director. Oh, it's the 50 Shades of Grey. Grey Shadows Part 3 on hold indefinitely. The final act has been postponed several times. Why? Low profits? Oh, lawsuit filed by lead actors. Oh no. Huh. The agreement clearly stated that no images of the movie would be made public without explicit consent of both actors, which was not the case for the edited movie poster Aaron had shared online on Thursday. Oh, what? Oh, wow, that's... Well, I mean, you're making that... Okay, whatever. Sure. Yeah, rhubarb timelines bombarded with messages of anger. Oh. Oh, but they are a happy couple. Okay, cool, whatever. Are we just starting right here? Is there anything we're supposed to look at, or... Did I miss a chunk? Yeah. We know that Raban is planning something, because Karen's like, I'm gonna grab my stuff and go, and he's like, nope, you're not. So we don't know what he's planning right now. But at the same time, okay, did I miss a chunk here? I don't want to put in this one, because it's so stupid. A state of war? It's not a military. But for this one, we don't have a conflict. Well, those are the only chunks here. Yeah, I mean, I guess we gotta put the war one. That's kinda... Not sure how much I like that. War! Can you believe it? Who does this prick think he is? Agent, this has to end today. Vhart will no longer undermine the peace in neither Parges or the nation. It's just some random journalist. Don't you guys think you're putting in too much resources for this guy? If it's war he wants, we can accommodate him. We have our own arsenal, the likes of which Vhart doesn't dare to dream about. When Orwell was created, the office requested a number of additional features beyond the day-to-day tasks of investigators. Some top-level government members objected. They had the obnoxious idea to integrate an ethical codex into Orwell, limiting its capabilities. Naturally, this would not do for us. Why? Sounds like Ampleford is getting a bit power-trippy. We are the nation's wardens, and we won't be restricted by some arbitrary set of rules. So we found a way, as we always do, to develop a branch of the Orwell project, the very piece of software you're using right now. Time to make use of its full potential. Influencer? Ah. Behold the influencer. That's what game devs and publishers call people who make videos on YouTube. It's the ugly marketing word for it. The centerpiece of our very own version of Orwell. Not even the government has a clue this thing exists. Whoa, that sounds really... narrative? Oh my god. It can spread a story through social media channels efficiently and thoroughly, and I am putting you in charge of it. First, we need the thesis, a key statement, which Raban made in his latest article. The war thing? Okay. I can't click on anything here. Do you want me to, like, go back and... The government of the nation have dragged my family into this conflict. Has accused the government of dragging his family into the conflict. How do I, like... Oh, this thing's glowing a little bit. I guess we just put it in? Regularly? The government? Dragging his family into the conflict? They should have clearly opposed Raban's actions and nothing would have happened. Well, we will counteract this claim accordingly. Let me set that in the influencer. The government has willfully dragged Raban Vhart's family into the conflict. Well, here we go. Here's how this works. We can't simply make up and randomly spread stuff. Instead, I need you to get me palpable information which can be used to counter Raban's statement. From pairs of data chunks that create a certain context together, I can construct a narrative, which can then be spread in the influencer. So, find me data chunks to construct the narrative from. With the thesis set in the influencer, new data chunks may be discovered in old documents. Take a look around. Oh. Okay. The amount of listeners is going up? I guess we just go around. Wait, so we want stuff that goes against this? Did the government drag Raban Vhart's family into this or not? If you're not willing to go all the way with me, you're against me. Believes the other editors of the People's Voice to be his enemies. Is there anything else that we can look at first? No, I guess they're still trying to teach me right now. Okay. Sure, let's put it in. Raban is becoming more and more unhinged, sensing betrayal around every corner. Yes, we can use that, but not enough on its own. We need a good context to put this into. Okay, so we can't just put it in? No? Okay, well, I hope there's other chunks here, because otherwise... Do we have to open a document again for an old chunk to appear? This is just this. Yeah. I do not see any other chunks. Okay, maybe your computer. Your phone. You are not my wife anymore. Repudiated his wife, Karen Levine Vhart. Okay, does that go with that? I'm not sure how that matches with this one though. Like, I'm not... Are there any other ones that we can look at? I guess that's that. Okay, let's just see how it goes. My, why would anyone be enraged about such a bagatelle? Does it hurt when your own reality proves to be fake, Vhart? You're getting kind of unhinged too. You're getting a satisfaction out of this. Be that as it may, we can surely utilize this circumstance for our own good. First, his brother is a potential enemy. Now he wants nothing to do with his wife anymore. One could easily get the idea his family members aren't quite as important and central to Raban Vhart as he claims. Let me create something out of what we've got here. Oh, okay. Whoa! She made that up! Agent, the first narrative is ready to be spread through the influencer. To do so, drag it to the slot in the influencer window and confirm. Using the influencer is extensive and takes about an hour of time to complete. We'll only get very limited chances of spreading narratives today. Make sure they count. However, I should probably warn you, what's out there is out there forever, and information can be a most devastating weapon. Oh, it's not like you care. Now, if you'll do the honors? Hashtag save Karen and Illya. How Raban Vhart is terrorizing his wife and brother after he learned of their affair. So, we got from this that Raban cares about his family, but we found two chunks that basically said he doesn't, or it didn't even say. It suggested that, hey, maybe Raban's having problems with his family right now. And from that, we created a story about how he's basically terrorizing them. Okay. Wow, that, okay, well, sure. This is like astroturfing on Reddit or something. Profiler not functional during influencer use. Oh, and now we just sit here and wait. As the government uses its many fake Twitter accounts to spread this information. It kind of reminds me of this thing that happens on Tumblr a lot, which is really scary. Like the whole outrage culture and how people collect receipts on other people. It's kind of like this. The first information spread by your command alone. It's a beautiful thing. the destruction of truth, isn't it? You're being very forward about this. I believe we pulled the right strings there. People have swallowed the bait, as you can see on Blabber. We had some good impact on his listener count. I have no doubt Raban won't let go so easily. I won't be surprised to see an appropriate response from him soon. Perhaps you can find out what he's up to before he's actually publishing it, so that we can prepare our narrative beforehand. Damn. Oh, his follower count is going down. I feel like it really shouldn't that much because his followers are people who believe in him already. What was the quote of the day, by the way? Attention! Severe weather warning for Bonton and Farview area. Heavy winds. Flash flood rain showers for the afternoon. If the facts don't fit the theory, change the facts. Albert Einstein. Misattributed! Damn. Alright. What do we got here? Yeah, save Karen and Illya. I've always thought you were a bit out of touch in your articles, but terrorizing your family? Not cool. Especially for someone claiming to speak in the name of the people. You know nothing about my private life. Your claims are wrong. You do not have the right to judge me. Fuck you, Vhart! You have crossed many lines since you started this ridiculous blog, but intimidating your own family is beyond fucked up. I have never and would never be aggressive in any way towards my family. I do not owe you any explanation for anything. Crawl back into the hole you ascended from. See, Raban is actually right here, but he's not a very... He doesn't know how to do PR well, so he's kind of digging a hole for himself. You did the right thing, and this whole hashtag save Karen and Illya hype is bullshit. Infidelity is a sin, and you should not let those two get away without punishment. Okay, so this person agrees that he should be terrorizing them. I would never ever do anything to harm my dear wife. Fuck off. Okay, so he doesn't agree with it either. Destroy the media monsters. I'm kind of feeling bad for Vhart right now. We will always fight back. In the dark caves of the endless information network they lurk, out to get any innocent victim standing in their way. As from now, I shall call them media monsters, the government apparatus designed to control our minds. These awful creatures, who cannot be considered human, are again trying to damage my family members in order to get to me. They cannot tear us apart. Believes his family members to be loyal to him. Well, we already kind of know that's not true because, you know, the whole cheating and all. Although, it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't love Raban, because they are family at the end of the day. That seems to be the only chunk though, so I'm just gonna put it in. 10 AM already. His family is loyal to him? Oh please. I wonder if Raban believes himself what he writes here. In any case, let's see if we can shake up that feeling of loyalty a bit and prove Raban wrong, for himself and for the public. Agents, get me pairs of data chunks from which I can construct narratives that we can spread. Pay attention to anything we might use to put Illya or Karen's loyalty to him in doubt. How about Karen wanting to leave Bonton? Now, one kind of weird thing is that I think everyone starts out this game. Everyone starts out using Orwell to being like, oh yeah, you know, we're trying to cut through the fog to find the truth here. But now we're actively seeking lies to spin up. Isn't that so messed up? PC? Alright. Karen's computer. We don't actually care about the truth anymore. No. Banned access from phone. Illya's phone. Did we not already have Illya's phone? I thought we did. Is that a different phone? It's the same phone, isn't it? This is the number. This is the UID. Whatever, put it in. Phone? Mobile phone? Maybe that's the distinction? People. Yeah, leaders of the nation. I remember that. Queen of bullshit. Bullshit bingo. In which Mrs. Delacroix always wins due to the high density of BS in her own speeches. Where's the bingo? Come on, you gotta actually make the bingo. Dang it. Okay, Karen's computer. Always look in the trash. Beautiful Dewhurst. Oh. But she put it into the trash. The nation's most multicultural city with beautiful cafes and markets from all over the world. That actually makes me think that, at the end of the day, Karen is so loyal to Raban. Cause she's telling Illya, I can't leave Bonton, and she's throwing the promotional poster of Dewhurst into her trash. Which tells me that she might be taking that idea out of her mind. So, if we want to find the truth here, clearly this chunk is the truth. She doesn't want to leave. But if we want to construct a narrative, we would put in this one. Oh my goodness. Oh, we are a media monster. That's what we are. Chat log, save protocol, Raban. Hey lovely man, how are you today? Hey, not so good. What happened? I stood in the lunch line for 1.5 hours and then there was nothing but bread left. You know I'm not at all fussy with food, but after not having any lunch for the last 2 days, it stresses me out. The guy at the food handout told me to fuck off if I didn't like it. Oh my god, I have no idea how you stay so calm. It makes me furious, even hearing about it. I would have exploded a long time ago. If the guy at the office canteen talked to me like that, I'd get him fired. You know you can't compare this place to an office canteen. I know, it's just... how is it even legal to treat people like that? Calm down, love. I don't mind people being assholes, they're just stressed out themselves. What really bugs me is that nobody really gives a shit about anyone here. Everyone is just trying to get by without being hungry or tired day by day. Hang in there, darling. Never forget, you're a real hero to the others and to me. I love how you always want to help me, but please stop saying that. It makes me uncomfortable. You're far too modest. You should be proud of what you've done. Anyway, not much longer now. I can't wait. Oh, you know what? Speaking of this, a lot of people brought up in the comments that Karen seemed to be uncomfortably... like, the degree that she wanted to help people seemed a bit abnormal. And she was always only willing to help if they were giving permission for her to publish the story on her blog. When I was playing it, I mostly ignored the little pangs of, oh, this is kind of strange. And I wonder if that's because at my day job, I actually work with counselors. And everyone around me is super, super nice, so it's pretty hard for me to think of a counselor as being a bad person. But hey, totally possible that Karen is not in it specifically just to help people. Not saying she's a villain, but maybe she's getting a lot, out of feeling like a hero too. Anyway. By the way, I've picked a location. I think we could have a beautiful wedding ceremony at Bonton City Park. I just wanted to keep it small and in the open air, instead of renting a huge venue and making a big fuss about it. Plus, I think it'll make for some really nice serene photos. Oh god, that was Karen. Anything you want is fine for me. But Karen, you are sure you want this, aren't you? I'm getting the feeling I've been rushing you into something that might not be good for you. Raban, come on. You didn't rush me at all. It was my idea. Do you want this? If you want it, I am absolutely sure. I love you. Yes, I love you too. Then let's do it. I think we have to make a decision here. Do we want to do what Ampleford says? Or do we want to just go and do whatever the hell we want? Whatever we think is right. I'm not sure yet at this point. Married Kevin Raban Vhart at Bonton City Park? Sure. Sure, seems harmless enough. Bonton City Park. Maybe we could find that on Instagram. Very picturesque. Maybe you can find a photo somewhere? Yeah, I'm on to you now. I know that all your photos, all your locations, we can find photos for them. We're not done here just yet. Yeah, she kept this, so Raban is still on her mind. She's not like, oh, I hate Raban, blah blah blah. Oh, someone's psychological report. Raban's! Ooh. I am Karen Levine and have been working for Bonson Rehab as a clinical psychologist since 2010. My specialist field is psychological trauma. Full details of my qualifications and project history will be provided separately by my employer, the Bonson Rehab Council. The patient is a Pargesian refugee who I have been treating since February 2011. The patient was assigned to Outer Bonson Reception Camp, where he was treated for symptoms of PTSD, traumatic events and severe injury that caused the patient to lose the ability to walk in his home country, coupled with his recent immigration to the nation, are major contributing factors. Therapy progression. The patient was initially very unresponsive and reclusive, even apathetic in therapy sessions. Occasionally, the patient would even switch to a rather aggressive tone. When I pushed too much towards him revealing details about his experiences and emotional state. This is probably due to the difficult conditions of living in the refugee encampment for an extensive amount of time, which is very much in conflict with the patient's personality, valuing strong individuality. Around the summer of 2012, the patient went through a sudden change. He seemed to become more outgoing, happier, and willing to talk more, though still trying to keep conversations superficial. Throughout the sessions, the patient has been opening up more and more, and I feel like we have been making tremendous progress. In addition, the patient also seemed to be much more appreciated by fellow camp residents. As of writing this, I am unsure whether to attribute the change to the effects of the therapy or to external factors. Are you gonna mention that you got married? I'm not sure if that was around summer of 2012 though. Therapist recommendation. Although the patient seems to have made a lot of progress during the past months, I strongly recommend to extend therapy and would like to keep him under close observation personally to ensure the progress achieved by the patient so far continues and to determine the exact cause of change in personality. I will therefore file a request for extending therapy by 6 months. So we got a lot about Raban here. Became happier mid-2012. Intended to observe Raban Vhart personally. I guess they weren't married yet. Here, no. This was written in October 2012. What about the other one? Illya Vhart. Written on the same day. Oh, whoa. Patient history. The patient immigrated to the nation in February 2011 as a Pargesian refugee after his brother was involved in a school bombing, losing his ability to walk. I have known and treated the patient since that time. Therapy progression. While being very shy and unwilling to talk about details of his experiences for several weeks at the beginning of the therapy, the patient has slowly become more outgoing and open after several sessions. His optimism and overall social-friendly character, as well as a tendency to look at the bright side of things, has helped him a lot to get through the psychological trauma of the hardships he and his brother faced back in Parges. As the patient slowly opened up, he especially emphasized his heroic escape from military service in Parges at multiple occasions. He also seemed to become more and more interested in myself and my private life. What? Making it difficult for me to maintain my professional distance as a therapist. I also talked to him about his brother and his increasingly reclusive behavior, urging Illya to assist his disabled brother. Is that just a joke or... Huh. Illya was already trying to pursue Karen back then? Oh, that makes it kind of weird. The therapy is regarded as successful, and I am happy to dismiss this patient as largely recovered from his symptoms. However, I feel that it would be very important for him and his brother to leave the refugee camp as soon as possible in order to maintain their mental health. So we have a conflict here. Let's not put it in yet. Optimistic and good-natured? Okay, good to know. Okay. That's kind of weird. On her computer, it's all about the brothers. Literally, every single file. Does she not have a life? This is not her work computer, is it? Oh, actually, I think it is her work computer, because we got this from that website. Illya's phone? Oh my god. What if your brother saw this? You're not very discreet about it at all. Hannah Blood. Is that... I guess that's Karen? Can't really tell. That's it? Okay. Sky chat. Quo tracking? Is that his address? We got this already, right? I think so. E-ticket. Your e-ticket wallet is empty. Contacts? Karen's phone? Do we not already have this phone? We have so many people's phones, I don't even... Whoa! Hey, he has Cassandra Watergate. Oh, that's Cassandra Watergate! The picture! Oh. I guess that's before she dyed her hair? But why is her picture here? Oh, maybe cause they work at the same company? I guess so. Phone? I thought we already had that, but at this point, I don't even know anymore. That did not give me anything new, no. Notes. Butter, eggs, bacon, shoes. Back to the Future 2, lent to Zlatko. Remind him again. Never forget, ask Uncle Simos about Captain Illya Janeway. I don't think we care about the uncle for now. Sky chat? Yup, we've seen this. Ooh, today. Karen, I've spent so much time lately thinking about that things were becoming far too complicated. Yet now, I realize that everything is actually becoming easier. Raban fired me from the People's Voice, and it's like a weight has been lifted from my chest. I suddenly feel free, and I wonder why I didn't change things earlier. Not just with the blog, but with us. You said you couldn't just leave your life behind, but Karen, what kind of life are you living now? A life stuck inside a cage, dictated by Raban and his whims. It's time to be true to yourself. Karen, I love you and want to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm going to leave for Dewhurst soon. Please come with me. I finally want to be... He didn't send it yet. We have to make a decision soon. Desktop? Is there more? What didn't I look at yet? Oh, more chats? Damian Morgan. Hey dude, didn't get the chance to congratulate you yet. What an epic win, congrats. Thanks, still seems surreal. Ilya Vhart, winner of the HOB Major 2017. Sounds good to me. Yeah, sure does. Know what sounds even better? Dewhurst, that's what. What's up with that? I'm out of here, straight on my way to Dewhurst very soon. Oh wow, we're gonna miss you, man. But I'm really happy for you. Best of luck. Thanks, Damien. Oh, that's why he mentioned that he was gonna get out of here and quit his job. Off like what, $4,500? Okay. Cassandra. God, I'm so sick of this place. How do you keep up with this, Illya? Every time I see you, it seems like nothing ever troubles you. I'm holding on to my dreams. You know, one day I'm getting out of here. I can feel it. I'll only do the stuff I want to then. This was from a while ago. Huh. Didn't think you'd be one to call it quits so easily. Nah, it's not exactly easy. Truth be told, I often dream about quitting. And not just quitting, but getting out and away from my brother. That's not loyal. From everything and everyone. But I can't leave him. He needs me. I feel you. I can't imagine how... Just had a look at that Christmas party photo of you on my phone. You seem so carefree. Your parents are crazy rich people. Nothing should be worrying you. Crazy rich assholes, more like. We argue about the course of the company constantly. Blue hair! Are you even thinking? You don't represent the values of the company with blue hair. It's always the fucking company all the time. I get it. My brother can be like that at times. Shit, that's ugly. I thought they were kinda nice. For the cameras only. If you hate it that much, why don't you go then? How? It's what they call the golden cage. Life is nice and they feed you with silver spoons and shit. But there's no getting away. Not from family. You can't run from a name. Yeah, right. Cassie, what would you really like to do if you could just walk your own path? Art? Definitely art. Always loved that. I know it sounds kinda dumb. Doesn't sound dumb to me. Keep dreaming, one day, perhaps. Yeah, if lightning strikes me or something. That's it. Nice little callback here.